Hello and welcome to a series of episodes entitled Natasha Travels, and So Can You, even though you're not actually here with me. Which, for brevity's sake, we've shortened to NTASCYETYNAHWM. To make it even shorter, we decided to arrange those letters to see what words those made, and we came up with Thy Can Stew Many, which is both poetic and prophetic. Thy Can Stew Many, or for short, TCSM. So welcome, Thy Can Stew Many, TCSM.
So where are we going today?
Nuremberg.
So what can you tell me about Nuremberg?
It is where they held the Nuremberg trials.
I see.
Yes.
And what happened at these Nuremberg trials?
Good things to bad people.
Okay.
Would you like to inform us more about the Nuremberg?
I wouldn't be able to say much else.
Oh,
Some couple of churches,
there's always churches.
medieval walls and settlements.
There's always walls.
And I'm pretty sure somebody conquered somebody at some point.
They always do that.
Yeah.
Nuremberg's boring. But just in case it's interesting, I'll be documenting it. Just for you guys. Whoever you are. Oh no, the ice, the stairs. Nothing good is about to happen. I feel another fall on my cookies coming. Okay, let us readjust. No. He tries to be such a gentleman. He doesn't see I'm not a gentlewoman.
Just because, hats come off as cute. You're not a girl that either comes off as gay, affected, or douchey for a guy.
Vaguely pretentious sometimes. Let's see, we're testing out Chris Tognotti's women hat theory. Oh, he's not wearing the hat right now. See the hat? How do you wear it?
Oh, lovely. What are you doing here?
Oh, Ari! We're going to have a fun bus ride.
This is just the beginning. Watch
This
it.
is only the
Because
beginning.
your parents have an anniversary at your side. I brought them.
Oh, they're my grandparents. Oh, we're going to get them drunk on the hour-long bus ride. It is going to be a fun bus ride. Trust me.
Go crazy.
You trust me. You must all sit together.
Together?
Yes.
Together in Hebrew means carrots.
Oh, good. You must eat carrots together.
Okay, I'll be right back after this commercial break.
Okay. There you have it, folks. You guys just missed a great moment.
It was fantastic.
I guess you weren't meant to see it, though.
It's fate.
Sorry.
Maybe next time.
No.
So we say, you should have been here.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we leave, are you sure you all have your little carry-ons? You know, these little bags that one leaves more or less,
No,
or
I'm
could
not
leave
sure.
or forget in the room. Do you all have those? You've double-checked? I don't know about
left
you,
my
but my
chocolate
wife is
Pope
one
in the
for
room.
double-checking.
I did too. I left it as a gift.
Oh, yes. They all want chocolate popes.
That's my boss up the front. This young guy, he's my boss, yeah.
They were smart. They brought
when he
their
wants to.
chocolate popes. Oh, so pretty. How they do it. How they make it so nice. How do they make it all look so nice, huh? I only just noticed how tripped out these chairs are. There are faces in them. That one kind of looks like Sean. Have you noticed that?
What's going on? What to expect when you go to that box
Sketch. They're actually the faces of the people who've died on this bus.
Makes sense, yeah? Makes sense.
The bus driver told us that.
You're at your own risk.
Exactly. They actually have to sign a contract before getting on this bus.
We had no idea what we were getting into.
No idea. Dun, 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 dun. Here we are in Nuremberg. Oopsies. Welcome to Nuremberg. Nuremberg. Oh look. We go parken in Gankenstein Flacken Arbeit or Verweer our fart zone. Another non-fart zone. How many non-fart zones are there? Where do people pass their cats here? Nuremberg.
After the war, they became Nazi war criminals. And their cases came up here. And what they did was they re-examined them and then they sentenced them for all what they had done. Mostly to the Jews, but you also heard to the 60 million people that they
And
killed.
this very building right here is where they trapped them?
That's what Nuremberg is known for, the trials. And they also did the other terrible things, like they experimented on human bodies while they were still alive. So that's what you're seeing, and it's interesting. It looks like a Colosseum building.
It does, isn't that weird?
Yeah.
Okay.
Congress Hall. Now, what should have happened here, had the building been completed, this is the way it would have looked on the outside. It would have been clad in granite, the eternal stone, and inside it would have looked like this. It was to become the world's largest covered hall. There would have been space inside here for 50 to 60,000 people to come and to listen to Adolf Hitler. The plan was to cover it with a cantilever roof. He wanted to imitate the Colosseum in Rome. The hall has more than a passing resemblance to a modern day cathedral because Hitler saw himself as being the Messiah who had been given the task of leading Germany out of the doldrums, rebuilding Germany and making Germany great once again. In some ways, it's a little bit of a pity that the building never got any further than this. This is the way it looked when war started in 1939. After 4 years of building, it had got this far. Had it been completed, had the Nazis been defeated, then we could have had people like Jerry Lee Lewis and Elton John and Liberace giving a few concerts in here and belting out a few tunes.
I'd love to see Elton John in here.
We're going to just have a look at this so-called Zeppelin grandstand and this field here. And this Zeppelin field, this is the field where the rallies and the performances actually took place. This large field here at the back came into play. And then they would have transferred the rallies from here over to here. But as it was from 1933 till 1938, this is the field where the rallies took place. What you'll see is that if they had got their way, if war had not intervened and they had got back over here, then we'd be talking about an area 3 times as big as the field which they actually took place on. This is the Great Road, and the Great Road was used for marching soldiers. It marched the army up and down here on specially roughed up stones. They were roughened up on the surface to make sure that the German army, in conditions where it was maybe slippery or so, that they could not embarrass themselves. The Great Road is 1.25 miles long and it's about 200 foot wide. And after the end of the Second World War, until the early 1960s, it was used as a landing strip by the US Army here. There were plans by Albert Speer, who was Hitler's favourite architect, Albert Speer. There were plans to build an open-air, horseshoe-shaped, Olympic-style sports stadium. There would have been seating for 410,000 people. Could have got the whole of the population of Nuremberg in its day into Speer's stadium. The stadium would have been used for Olympic-style games, and when Speer and Hitler were discussing the situation, Speer said to Hitler that he wasn't very sure whether or not his Olympic field would meet with Olympic regulations, and Hitler didn't bat an eyelid. He simply replied, "Albert, don't worry. The 1940 Olympic Games will take place in Tokyo in Japan, just as planned. After that, all other Olympic Games will take place here in our stadium, and when it's our stadium, we'll decide the size."
Is that not worth it?
This is because the excavation site was dug in order to build the stadium. War intervened, and much of what was planned for this whole area was never actually realized. It was never actually built. The 2 buildings that were realized were this building, which had reached this stage in 1939, and the grandstand, which we're going to have a quick look at once we get back on our bus. Nuremberg. The way that Nuremberg developed in its very, very earliest days is that we had an initial...
I don't know what this is, but I like it. It's shiny. Very good. Well done, Nuremberg. What is it with them and these churchy things everywhere? It is so cold here. Holy crap! I'm gonna...